Got the bovine here, about to level up to Lizard 5, so do my daily dice. Once per level daily dice. Ooh, 100 experience points. Whoopee. That's not very useful. Now, I have the feat Adamantine Body, and when I originally built this, my plan was when I get to level 4, I would swap this out. I would either swap it out for Mithril Body, or I would swap it out for Lightning Reflexes. And so kind of the pros and cons of doing that. So right now, this is my armor, and the difference in between an Adamantine Body and Mithril Body for here is 4 armor class, and also a adamantine body provides 2 adamantine damage reduction, and almost nothing I'm facing at this nothing at this level has adamantine damage, so it provides 2 damage reduction. So if I were to go to mithril, I would have, I think I go from 35% to 15% spell failure, and then this takes off 5% of that, so I would knock it down to 10%. So my spell failure would significantly drop. I would get a little less armor class. I would lose 4 armor class. Now going to lightning reflexes, advantage of that is the I would have 0 spell failure, and lightning reflexes is a feat that rather than using my dexterity for my reflex save, I already have that feat. Sorry about that. So, I'm not really certain. Anyways, I can swap that out and get a different feat. But at this point, and so that's kind of the pros and cons. Now, but the thing is, so what I would do is rather than have a docent like this, I could craft a docent of invulnerability. Invulnerability gives me 5 magic. So if I put this on, I now have 5 magic. And that, I am not going to face anybody that has magic damage at these levels. It starts at, I think, like level 8. So by doing that, I don't need the adamantine damage reduction. I don't need axe blocks 2. This is going to provide 5 damage reduction, which is going to be awesome. That's going to really help me. Another point with the if I ditch the adamantine and get a mithril, right now I have this armor class -1. I could cast Cat's Grace. That'd be +1. Increase my armor class that way. So, a lot of ways, 6 of one, half dozen the other, dumping it. It'd be nice to have another feat, be able to do something else. Now, but the thing of it is, I didn't really think when I first really patched this, is I got a battle docent, not a regular docent. So you can see here, armor bonus for adamantine body for regular docent is +8. Armor bonus for a battle docent is +12 versus +5 for mithril. So there's a 7 difference between a mithril body and an adamantine body. I can live with the spell failure so far. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and keep the adamantine body and go with that. So now, to do a feat swap, why I was really wanting to do it now at the end of level 4 rather than later on, is to do a feat swap at level 4 requires a flawed Cyberus Dragon Shard, which takes 100 of these guys to make. And I can do that. I've got 225. I can do that, make the flawed Cyberus Dragon Shard, and boom, that's done. So that's, easy for me to do. Level 5, it takes, I think it's called an improved Cyberus Dragon Shard, something like that, the next step up. That takes 1,000 of these guys to make. I don't have 1,000. I'm not going to have 1,000 for a long time. That's what it's going to cost from levels 5 to 8. I'd have to buy it off the auction house, which is going to cost, maybe cost 10,000 plat to buy, maybe 20,000 plat, something like that. It's something pretty significant for me to buy. But kind of the good news is I have the money that I can do that, so I don't feel that pressure to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to just go ahead and stay with the adamantine body and go with the battle dose of invulnerability, and I'm going to go ahead and level up. So that's kind of my thoughts on leveling up. Simplify things. So leveling up, I'm going to put 2 there. Keep my disabled device. Keep my search maxed. Level 2, I'm going to go for False Life and Summon Monster 2. That's my 2. And that I get to pick up an additional level 2 spell, and I'm probably going to go with Cat's Grace. So I can get a little bit more dexterity, a little bit better armor class. And so you'll see everything on the next quest.